Yeah, it's going great, Shri. How about you?
Great. Yes. Bright morning. Was showing some sunlight. Now I'm seeing full of clouds.
Great.
Seems it's going to rain and it is around below 10 degree. Ugh. All right, good. Good to have you all. Thanks for being here for this Sunday prayers. We meet every Sunday to talk about how is your progress towards your exam preparation, or maybe it's a PMP or PMI, ACP, or any agile certifications which you can guide. Yeah, that's the intention of this meeting. Let's see, is anyone interested to show your good smiley face this morning or this afternoon? Before we get on there, just want to check with you if anyone has also booked your exam date. Um, is uh, is anyone having an exam date already with you? Not much. Okay, which means date is not finalized. Can I take that way? Or you have any date in mind when you want to go for exam? Because we're end of March now. Is anyone here planning for April to go for exam?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good to see you, Karthik or Rishikesh. Nice to see you. So when is this exam date in your mind? What is the date you have in your mind? Tentative date.
Mid of April or third to fourth week of April, Shri.
Mid of April. Okay. So do by now, book reading should have been done a little
Yes.
bit, or more than 80-90% of book reading is done.
Yes, Shri. 60
Uh,
questions also I have attempted, 40 questions also I have attempted.
Very good, very good. How is your confidence level right now?
It's like around 60, 62%, Shri.
62% you're getting in 40
Yes.
questions and 60 questions. And how is time management?
It's good, Shri. Not like about 60 minutes, 70 minutes, I'm going to finish 60 questions.
Which is nice. So a 60 question in main exam can consume 75 minutes or 80 minutes, right? That's a range we go usually. Okay, we are good right now, and I believe we have a plan for full exams to start.
Yeah, the only problem is that 4 hours, Shri. Like I'm
Uh,
so occupied. I understand like I should do that, but there are a lot of things are going across happening, so I'm not
Okay.
able to have my 4 hours. I know weekdays it's very difficult because of office hours, weekends, one or the other things, like
So,
one or the other things is happening, so I'm not able to catch that 4 hours. So
mm, it's, much true it is when you're saying many people in this room will acknowledge what you're saying is true, right? It is so tough. But no go. If
that
you
is the only blocker, Shay. Like I'm not understanding. Like without that, I cannot book my exams. Without that, telling you scores, that is the only blocker now. So I need to somewhere somehow manage those 4 hours at least two 2 days in a weekend. So
Yeah, true. But don't do for this reason very late in the night.
no, no,
For
I don't.
example,
Yeah,
I see some people start the exam by 11 or 10 p.m. and it goes mid of the night, 4 hours. So first 2 hours they're doing well. 10 to 11 and 12, it's okay. 1 and 2, I think you lost already. Already the game is gone. So the people start clicking some button, click, 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 and yeah, you lose the scores. And that will put your confidence level down. So if you're planning your main exam, by the way, which city you are, Karthik?
Bangalore, Sri.
Bangalore. So will you plan your exam in the morning or a post lunch?
No, no, in the morning only, Sri. Anytime starting from 9.
All right, all right. I think the exam first slot starts by 8 o'clock, if I'm
Yeah,
not wrong. So if you're planning for 8 o'clock is your exam, I at least practiced 3 full exams minimum, and you can go even 5 full exams, which is nice. If you're practicing a full exam, I would recommend to practice in this time slot. I know it's very crazy time slot. 8 to 12 is the time you will be in office or driving or doing something. You have to find somehow a place where you can put 8 to 12. Okay. The reason is that when you do 8 to 12, you get a mindset of how your system works. That's pretty important. So if 15th is your exam, main exam, I would expect you to do at least 3 full exams. And your scores are crossing 68 or 72% consistently in these 3 exams, then you can stop with the 3 full exams. take a couple of short exams and go to main exam. Worst case, if time management is getting bad in this full exam, you do, but last 30 questions you are rushing and your scores are crossing 55, touching close to 60, not beyond that, then I think we have to rethink on our plans, which means we may not need to rush, we have to push our date also. So this is the current scenario. But looking at your busy schedule, I will leave it to you to plan the date.
Sure. Thanks,
Yeah.
Sri. Thanks for the insights.
Very good, very good. And you should be aware that Bangalore is one of the busy city in a sense of center availability also. I believe you have two centers. One is Shivaji Nagar,
Yes,
other one
one more.
might
Lal
be
Bagh.
Lal Bagh. Okay, so check out the date availability also. Some will be in the April middle. Some may even drive you to April end. So in your calendar, you can tentatively mark these are the dates available, and accordingly also you can prepare.
Sri, we cannot book it, right? Unless and until I finish three
True.
mocks.
True, true. It doesn't mean, see, even if you take one full exam tomorrow,
Hmm.
or maybe in this week, Wednesday somewhere, and you got, imagine 68 or 72%, it's a good, decent time management. Looking at your 60 questions score, looking at your reading ability, looking at your at least one full exam with a 68 or 70%, I would say keep 2 3 weeks, 2 weeks and book the exam. Bangalore is one center where you can't wait till the last day to book the exam. Which means if you don't get the center, again, you have to push your date, again, push your date. It'll lose the momentum. So I would say let's do one full exam in this week, maybe Wednesday or a Thursday. Uh, you can plan accordingly, which will be April 4 or 5. By the time if you're done with your one full exam, we get an idea. Then we can book an exam by April 15 or April 18. Yeah.
Sure.
Uh, Closely work with Rahul. You will also know that when you want to pay the exam fee, what to do, all those parameters.
Sure. Thanks.
All right, that's good from Karthik. Nice to know. Anything more? Is anyone else having a plan for your exam?
Well, I'm just planning for mid-May. I haven't booked, but 15th May is the date that I'm keeping in mind.
15th of May. Okay, sounds a solid date already, which means you have 45 days with you.
That's right. Yeah.
Very good, very good. Which city you are, Rishikesh?
I'm in Pune.
Pune. Are you aware of the centers, exam centers?
There are two of them. One is in WTC, which is quite busy. The other one
Uh,
seems to be a new one, which has ample of dates and slots available. So
okay,
hoping to get one there. Yeah,
okay. The new theater has a lot of seats available.
that's right. Yeah, looks like it.
Okay. Okay, that's good on the seat side. How is your preparation or confidence level?
Well, with my current schedule, I'm not really being able to stretch beyond 1 hour in a day. So
Mm, mm.
I tried with, I'm currently reading Rita, but I tried my luck with Pimbok as well. But no matter what you do, I just can't give more than 1 hour in a day. So
I will say hold on with the Rita because too many books can sometimes distract you. Stay with the Rita, that's sufficient. And are you listening audiobooks also?
I'm not listening to audiobook, but I'm using the Acrobat's sound reader just to go through the
Mm.
text when I'm actually reading it as well. So
Okay, 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 that's fine. Give attention to stakeholder management, attention to leadership topic, agile. These three give attention. Many questions will be in this area, stakeholder leadership and agile, right? And that will give more strong hold for you to answer the questions. Now, have you practiced any exams?
just those chapter-wise mock exams, not
Mock, okay,
yet.
okay. Yeah, May 15 looks a bit far. We have more date. You may think date is more, but before you realize, they will tell IPL has come to quarterfinals. So you're watching IPL, isn't it? You follow the scores at least.
Only the Mumbai ones, but yeah, I know.
At least you have a selective matches. That's fine. So what I mean is the date will run faster. Before you realize it'll be end of April. So at least keep this target in a week. Try 1 or 2 60 questions now. Don't expect that you will complete all the book line by line, then I go for exam. That may be too late. I would say go for exam in 60 questions to see how you're performing. Primarily, when you sit for 60 questions, you have to sit for 80 minutes, which is a decent time you focus. 80 minutes you read and write the questions. And then after the exam, you spend maybe a few hours in that next 2, 3 days to analyze those questions. Most of our learning happens when you analyze the question. You will come to know, oh, that's a topic. Okay, this is what they're trying to say. So that the depth and understanding starts happening when you analyze the questions. So do that. Like I mentioned to Karthik, if May 15th is your exam, at least by April end or May, you should have started with your full exams. Yeah, because full exam will show us our time management. One thing I see people have challenge in the main exam is specifically people from Asia is time management. Because of course English is not our native language. So even though you read faster, understanding takes time. Yeah, good. Then start the process and let's look for your date availability and go ahead and book it sooner.
Sure.
Yeah, perfect. That's Rishikesh. All right, good. Then do I have anyone else before I have some subject to share?
Hi,
Oh,
Sunny. Reena this side.
hey, Rina.
Actually, I haven't decided the date, but trying to give the exam in third and fourth week of April. Okay, still now my preparation is going on.
Ah, very good. Very good.
So about the 60 marks mock, I given around 1160
11 times.
mock. Hmm.
Wow,
And the score is about near about 65 to 70.
that's
Okay.
average.
Then last Sunday, I tried 180 mock, but
Mm,
score was 60%.
mm,
Regarding time management is 80, 78, and 60 means if we divide 60, 60, 63 slots, then
mm.
in that first slot 80 minutes, then 78 and 63 minutes means time management is okay, but score is 60% only.
Yeah, I understand. Did you take break in between the exams?
Yes, I took
You took breaks. Very good. And what is your exam time? What time you took this exam?
morning 6:30 to 10:30
Okay,
Indian
that's a
time zone.
decent time. Can I expect not much distractions for you?
No distraction. Actually, what happened? Application based questions are less. Definition based questions are too much.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Because today I analyzed that one, and after this session also I'm giving 180 mock.
Okay.
So I
Hmm.
fully
All
prepared
right.
for that one. Then I share my score with you.
Very good. When you took the last full exam?
Last Sunday, 23rd
Last.
March.
Very good. Okay. And after this exam, how much analysis you did on these questions?
I did full 180 question analysis on same day itself.
Ah, one day you did 180 questions. That's too
Ha
heavy.
ha ha ha.
It's too heavy, right? Okay. But what was your understanding? Did you found any areas where you have a gray
Yes,
spots?
I found the area regarding the definition part, like
Mm,
which technique we have to use.
mm,
Okay. Then
mm,
if we are reading the question, we are missing something.
mm. Keywords missing. Okay.
That
And
things.
how is the area in Agile? How was your answering in Agile?
I'm not able to capture that type of things. Means where I am poor in people domain, process domain, or business domain.
Okay. Nice. What you did so far is good. 60, nothing to worry. First full exam that will be there because of 4 hours, right? The tiredness, anxiety, all will be there. Completely fine. Now, what I would expect is have a notepad or somewhere, write down the areas where you feel you are losing the scores. Or
Mm-hmm.
you can even note down the areas where you are strong. For example, any question on risk management, if you're answering very well, which is an indication you are very good on risk management subject area, uh, which means that I will reduce my effort on that area. Or rather, I will divert my energy to the area where I need.
Mm-hmm.
So when I analyze the question paper of 180, I will just watch out which areas I'm good, which areas I'm bad. Maybe in stakeholder, some of the stakeholder details or stakeholder handling, I'm keep on losing the scores. I should focus on those areas. So this kind of area marking also will help you. How can you spend more time on the place where you need?
Okay, fine.
But there are chances high to improve. But did you say that your exam is April third week?
Yes, third or fourth. Haven't booked till now, but
Not booked.
I'm
Oh,
thinking like that.
very good. Which
Because
city?
I'm starting from means I'm doing my preparation from October 24.
That's fine. Very good. Well, you're putting
I
good.
started my first exam in 20th December
Oh, okay.
because hectic
Mhm.
schedule and all that things I'm not able to manage in weekdays. Only weekend I am having.
I understand, Rina. So, Rina, which city you are?
Pune.
Pune. Okay, then you should find your center availability also. Check center availability for the month of April, and
Hmm.
accordingly, we can have a tentative date in our mind. Since you started your full exam, I will expect you to go for another 4 full exams.
Okay, fine.
Have ample gap between the exams, 3 days or 4 days, so that use this a time to analyze. And after analyzing, you have to prepare that area. For example, you analyzed 180 questions, which is very nice, but don't do analysis of 180 on the same day. You will be exhausted. You will try to see only your correct answers. You will not see the wrong answers.
Hmm, hmm.
When you give a day gap, you sleep well. The next day, another 30 questions, and another one day later, another 30 questions. When you give a gap, your brain starts accepting, okay, that's a wrong, that's a mistake, right? When you do analysis on everything on the first day, what will happen is your brain will fight to tell that, okay, let me focus only on the right answers. So you have to give attention to some of the improvement area also. It's completely fine, but I would say give some more time to analyze.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, very good.
Thanks. Hmm.
Are you in touch with me in the WhatsApp? Are you sharing the scores with me?
No.
Okay. Send me the scores. If you have an
Okay.
Excel sheet or a notepad, somewhere you record it,
Hmm.
give me your score so I will know that where are you, how you're performing.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
Thanks. Hmm.
very good, very good. All right, that's Rina. Let me see, is anyone else for the exam? Nahin, I think you're getting for exam.
Yes. Hi, Shri. Hi. I
Good to
was
see.
in touch with you over
All right.
the chat
Did
today.
I miss your WhatsApp messages this morning?
You messaged once later on.
I didn't
Yeah.
connect back with you. Okay, very good. You have few days with you, right? At least this week.
Yes.
There's a Friday you're getting to exam, isn't it?
Yes, Shri.
How is your confidence level?
It's like not that good after taking mock 4.
That will be there. Even on the day of the exam, the confidence level will be a bit shaky because
Uh,
this exam is like that. But how many full exams we have taken so far?
I took 4, Shri.
4 exams you did, and the average will be
Average will be, I think,
65.
58 to 60.
All right. I saw one exam you got a 68 or 70%.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Maybe one question to you. Are you taking exams in the main exam timeline? Which means, what is your main exam timeline?
It's 10 in the morning.
10. How you are doing your practice exams?
Actually, first two I took at the same time.
Very good.
The mock 3 and 4, I couldn't manage the
Hmm.
taking at the same time, and I took it in the evening, one in the evening and one in the night. So I think
Right.
that
Okay.
was something I shouldn't have done.
Okay. What time you started your exam?
My mock 4 around 7:30.
All right. So you are back from your office and you're a bit tired, and then
Um,
you
Actually, mock 4 I took it yesterday on a Saturday. I mean, but
then
I was preparing whole day and
exhausted.
yes.
Okay. Okay. When you started feeling tired after 100th question or 150th question?
Yeah, probably from the set 3.
Set
Yes.
three. Set three. Now, why I'm
Yes.
asking these many questions is not to interrogate you, but try to understand what happening here is imagine the last 30 questions. I was not in conscious mind.
Mhm.
That would have also dropped my score,
Yes.
right? So once a person reached 69 or 70 or a couple of times close to 66 in our practice exam, you are in
Mhm.
a, you are in a good shape.
Okay.
Here, which means you are ready and close to the exam. That's very clear. So nothing to worry about clearing the exam. You will sure clear the main exam. Don't worry about it. Uh,
Okay.
A person never reach a 69, 70, 68, 65 or cross 70. Never came close to that. There is a risk there because you didn't taste that process. Okay.
Okay.
But you have tasted it. But the problem here is maybe a tiredness or maybe a distraction, something could have happened. Now, I don't know whether I said you in the WhatsApp. Since you did 4 exams, very good. Now you can even give a pass to your 4 exams.
Okay.
And focus on key areas to read the book one more time, like stakeholder management,
Okay.
agile concepts,
Mm-hmm.
leadership, stakeholder, leadership, agile. These three
Okay.
read very well. And
Mm.
2 topics after you understood stakeholder, after you understood leadership, keeping these 2 things in mind, you
Okay.
have to read quality and risk management.
Okay.
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 How stakeholder will impact when the quality has a problem? When the quality is not meeting the standards, what kind of impacts the stakeholders will bring inside? When the stakeholder and the quality is a problem, what kind of a risk it can pop up? You have to read in this dimension.
Okay.
It is not reading what is stakeholder. Now you cross the stage of what is stakeholder. Now you are on the stage of matured, where you have to think if a stakeholder is not properly understood or stakeholders are complaining anything about the quality, how this will impact any risk in the project. So if you read in this a dimension, you will solve many questions. So next few days, give attention to these topics, read one more time and take a couple of 60 questions with a time management of 70 minutes or max 80 minutes.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yes.
And keep me posted on your scores.
Yes, I'll do that. Yeah.
Stay confident. This exam is all about confidence. It's not about too much of preparation. Feeling confident that I have information, my brain can process well. First, you have to trust your brain.
Sure.
Many times I say people, when you go to the exam hall, it is not that the exam hall is not deciding who you are. You know who you are already, which means when you enter the exam hall, you should say to yourself, I am PMP. It's not I will be PMP. I will be PMP is something going to happen. I am PMP is already happened, which means you realize that you read the books, you listen to the classes, you have practiced
Mm.
many questions, your brain has accepted it. But only thing is there is something called digestion time. The concepts has to get inside and get the feel of it. It takes some time. For some people, it happens in a days. For some people, it takes weeks and months. So give that a digestion time. Go with the confidence. I know things.
Okay. Sure. Yeah.
Perfectly.
Thank you.
Last one point. Since you have exam, which city you are?
Bangalore.
Bangalore. Which is center in Bangalore?
Near the Lal Bagh.
Lal Bagh. Have you been to the center already?
I have not been, but I have checked it out.
Very
Where
good.
it is and all.
Is anyone dropping you on the exam day?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will
Very
get
good.
someone along.
Okay. Take care of reaching on there 45 minutes earlier.
Yes.
I will have a call with you before the exam. We will discuss.
Okay.
But quick check your ID card is correct, which means you should carry a photo ID, which is a
Yeah.
government approved, and it should be signature. You should have a photo and signature in the ID.
Yes. I got in touch with Rahul and
Very good,
completed
very
the
good,
form.
very good. Check the spelling also. If anything change should happen, you have to talk to PMI online chat.
Okay. That I got it
Right.
clarified with Rahul.
Very good. Right. That's
Thank you.
keep up the momentum.
Thank you.
Very good. Is anyone else going for the exam in the next few days, few weeks? If not, let's get to the subject. I have something to discuss and I have a question to talk. Let's go for it. People watching from YouTube or LinkedIn, thanks for watching this program. You can leave your comments or thoughts towards this question, which I will share in a minute. This is a Sunday prayers. We meet frequently. I'll bring up a topic. We'll also talk about a question, how to read a question, how to solve a question. Let's do that. I want to talk something on Agile today. I want to bring up a question with the team. Agile. Okay, let me bring this part. You're going to help me to tell whether the screen is visible for you. Are you getting the screen, what I'm sharing now?
Yes.
Very
Yes.
good. All right, thanks for confirming. Now, take a look. This is the 12 principles of Agile. This was written in the year 2001. Some of you know the whole history of it. If you don't know, just a highlight for you. In the year of 1990s, I have to use it term because in this timeline, many methodologies were coming in the market, including we have extreme programming and we had a Scrum, right? We have Scrum and we have DSDM. This all happened even before that. DSDM, right? And AUP. There are many, many methods that came in the market. All these methods people, these are 17 people who primarily joined on the year 2001 in the month of February. These guys met together. These guys met together and say that, hey, you know what? We are all doing different things, but the idea is the same. The idea is we want to satisfy the customer. That's the idea. Okay, this is the idea for us. We are all speaking the same language. In fact, we even want the changes to be very frequent, accept the changes much frequently. We also agree that the business people should collaborate with the team constantly. Let's agree on it. And they want to say that something workable. Don't give me documentation, show something workable. So this kind of conversation were happening within these guys. Then they thought, why don't we join together and draft something, which is a common understanding. That the common understanding what they discussed in the February, it's going to be called as a 4 values and 12 principles. Okay, this happened in year 2001. So whatever you see in the screen is not new. They were practicing it. In fact, some of them have started from 1960s on. Some of them they're from 1960s also available. If I go back, there is something Kanban board. If you heard about Kanban, are you aware of Kanban? Kanban board, yeah. Even before that, we have something called lean management. Many of these concepts are there in the world a long time. In the year 2001, only they framed the mindset or a philosophy. If not, all these things they were practicing, real life they're practicing. They were doing it. They're already doing it. Okay, they were doing it. Now, whatever they did, when I say the word they, there are many practitioners in the world by the time. At least there's 17 people joined together. Because they were in America, they all had an opportunity to talk to each other. In the same time, something would have happened in China, something would have happened in Japan, something would have happened in Germany, because these are the countries. The industrialization was growing heavily by the time. Okay, if you ask in Asia, Japan was good, or sometime below parts of some countries were good, like Australia were coming up good. Some of these countries were doing really well. Rest of the countries were really struggling on the agriculture, food, and other areas of growth. They couldn't really think much on this. Maybe they thought, but they are not in a stage to give something to the whole world. That was not happening. So when these people are coming together, in the year 2001, they put things together. They brought 4 values and 12 principles. When you see 4 values and 12 principles, below this, now we call this as an umbrella, and this umbrella is called as Agile. In Agile umbrella, we'll tell that we have Scrum, we have Kanban, we have XP, if we have DS, DM. It's nothing but all these things are existing even before Agile came in. Now, the idea here is when all these guys joined together and said that one single voice is the customer should be respected. If you ask me, Shri, we didn't do this before. The answer is yes, we are doing it. But they were pronouncing it very much clear and stronger on the first line. Our highest priority is to satisfy customer, which means of utmost attention is customer. But one good thing Agile did is they did not give attention only to the customer. They also gave attention to the people who do the job, which means the high respect started happening with the people. When I say people, the team member who is working. One of the principle is the principle number 8. In principle number 8, they say that Agile process promotes a sustainable development. Sustainable. This is a very important term. In the current world, Agile is sometimes misused. In the name of Agile, people are forced, people are expected to do more every other day because we have something called daily stand-up, we have sprint review, sprint retrospective. We expect these checkpoints. These checkpoints are meant for the team to check to themselves, not some manager come and check, are you doing good or pushing people. A misunderstanding happened in the world in the last few years, and Agile has been used as a tool to poke the people and sometimes push the people, do more, do more, do more. Agile principle number 8 is very clear: sustainable development. You can see the sustainability. They say that the sponsors, the developers who actually do the job, and the users, could be the customer or end user, should maintain a constant pace, which means you cannot suddenly expect to peak and suddenly go down. Go in a rhythmic way, which means if in case you're working in agile projects or reading agile books, be careful how to evaluate the sustainability. Could be many ways. One of the ways is look for velocity. If the velocity is in a particular number, I'm not going to expect my team to push more. No, it's all about giving a high value deliverable, but with the quality. So sustainability is one of the key thing which we have to follow in agile term. Other important thing where the importance of people given, as I was pointing out, customer is given higher priority. That's the principle number 1. Very good, right? And principle number 8, you are seeing that team is not forced. You are giving an opportunity to be sustainable. Okay, when you go to exam, keep in mind, agile is something more people oriented, specifically customer and also your team members. One more interesting principle here. Let me ask this question with the principle number 9. Continuous attention to technical excellence and good design enhance agility. So here also, the attention is given towards the team who can constantly improve the technical excellence. Now, question to you or anyone working in Agile here, what this principle 9 is representing? When they say continuous attention to a technical excellence, what does it mean? Should I do more R&D? Should I force my team to learn more technical? What does it mean? Any thoughts? What it could be? Anyone working in Agile here already? Tricky question. Okay, let me put some points on this. When they say continuous attention to technical excellence, which means as a product, as a system, we don't expect a sudden growth in the product or a project, which should be the team which is working in the project should have a regular portion of their work, which constantly look for how can they enhance this product, which means refactoring or doing some spikes to introduce some new technical concepts, which is a constant pace of improving the technical excellence, which also makes the product effective. When you say technical excellence, a team should have the learning. So we have to give enough time for the team to learn some new concepts. At the same time, the product should have the ability to widen it, which means I should come with an architecture or a design or a development which can be enhanced over a period of time. If I have a product which is based on a particular technology, I have to see how this technology can be enhanced over a period of time, which means my team has to learn. At the same time, the product should have the feature or the ability to expand to themselves. Now here, when I look at the principle number 8 or principle number 9, it's giving more attention to how a team can focus on their work. Let me put the principle number 11 here. The best architecture or requirements emerge from self-organizing team. Now, if I go 10 or 15 years back, this particular design or particular team requirements are coming from some people called as project manager. The project manager, along with the architect, will come back and tell that this is the way it should work. Or I will have somebody called SME, subject matter expert, can tell me what to do. Now, this whole process of involving only the key people to do the job has been changed in the last 10-15 years in some products and projects, saying that the best architecture, if you look at the word, you have to be a bit careful here. The best architecture, right? Number 1. Number 2, the requirements and the design are going to emerge emerge from a self-organizing team. See, what is self-organizing team? A team which is capable of, I'll give this words, define the work. The team is capable of design. The team is capable of develop. The team is capable of testing. What could be the last one? Any thoughts?
Deliver.
Very good. Deliver. Look like it's going to be simple, right? A lot of D here. D, 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 D. Define, then you have design, or sometimes design and develop go together. They can put all together. You have testing and you have deliver, 5 bullet points. If I have a self-organizing and a cross-functional team, if you know the word cross-functional, when I have a team like this team is capable of architecture, requirements, and design together. This thought was pretty new in the year 2001. See, we are talking this in 2025. In fact, we have crossed 24 years. In this, technology has changed upside down. How much revolution we had in technology. How much of change in people mindset. We have a new generation came in. 24 years means you introduce a new generation in this world. Now, this was written in the year 2001 by the practice what these guys did in 1980 and 1990, where we are not expecting one SME tells that is how the design should be. We are not expecting one architect says that is how it should work. We still agree, accept architect is powerful, knowledgeable. At the same time, we are looking for group of people. We call them as agile team, also accept it. It's called a bottom-up approach. Here we expect team members also learn things before everyone agree on it. If you go for agile estimation technique, how you do democratic way. When you come with a new design, how everyone can involve into this. When everyone get an opportunity to involve, it's called psychological safety. You give a safe environment for people to involve. Now, why I'm explaining all these parameters is, when you read the books of agile, I should not read, okay, agile means I will have Scrum or a Kanban or extreme programming. If I know Scrum and Kanban, I will have a daily stand-up meeting. I will have a Scrum Master. I will have a product owner. Every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I show demonstration. This is all fantastic. You good to understand. But when you go to PMI exam, don't expect questions in this area. PMI don't want this. PMI know that there are many certificates in the world who are very much interested on doing agile. Okay, they're not saying they're bad, but they say that, okay, that's important. I'm not denying that. Daily stand-up should be there. Scrum Master should be there. And you should have this meeting, this meeting. Okay, those all fine, fine, fine. Nice, nice, nice. I like it. PMI says fantastic, fantastic. Then PMI comes to the point that, guys, we are master of all in the world. PMP is a master of all, project management professional. I want you to be as a professional. Don't go too much low. Low in the sense, yes, basics are need. Yeah, I will also ask you some basic question. But PMI says, my intention is, what is your understanding on this principle? Do you know that a team should be capable of designing? Do you know that the team should have a democratic approach? Do you know that Agile is a place to give chances and team can fail and learn? Are you aware of it? And based on this, PMI will frame a question. If I understand this concept in this depthness, now if I give me 4 questions on this area, I can answer it. If I don't understand this and I mug up and say that Scrum Master, Scrum Master, Scrum Master, product owner, product owner, product owner, every day I have a meeting, I will do stand-up meeting, this meeting. If I read only this, main exam will be shaky. I see many people struggle in main exam. One of the reason could be is they were just mugging up what to be done, rather understanding the concepts. So Agile is meant to understand why this happened in the last 25 years. If you understand this, you may solve many questions in the exam. Yeah. Okay, what is your intake after listening to last 15 minutes? What was your understanding? Is it Agile should be doing Agile or being Agile? What's your understanding?
Being agile.
Being Agile. So should we ignore doing Agile in that case? Should we ignore, okay, I will talk only being agile, no more doing agile. Should we say like that? Answer is no, right?
No.
You should have both. You should have both in place. So the more I understand that doing and being, in which I spend more time of being agile, and you may able to become a professional. So your PMP certification may expect this. If you're preparing for the examination, I would expect you to open the 12 principles, where you can read this. Any websites will have explanation. If you just go for any websites, type in each principle, they'll give you one paragraph of explanation. That is more than sufficient to read. Read these paragraphs carefully, and then read in PMI. There is something called stakeholder management, communication management, and go and read how each work happens. For example, if I read scope management, in scope management chapter, there will be explanation how requirements will be gathered in Agile. They even talk about the term called personas. Do anyone know what is personas? What is personas?
It's imaginary character.
Imaginary, fictional character. Can we say those terms? Fictional. Why in Agile they have to use a fictional character? Any thoughts?
To collect the requirement.
Collect the requirement. I can talk to directly to a person, right? I am imagining somebody called John exists in the world, and John is a cab driver, and John is going to apply for a bank loan. But I may have a real John, isn't it? Why should I go for imaginary? Any thoughts from anyone? Could be any industry. Don't become agile, don't become software, any industry. Why we are looking for an imaginary character? You are all managers. What is your thought?
We will think in their perspective what they want from the product.
Empathizing, you mean from the customer's perspective. Yeah. Okay. There are many, by the way, I'll give a little more time. I have many managers. Let's listen to the chart also. So what is your thought, managers who are here? I like this.
Could it also be because the scope is constantly changing and you can't keep going back and asking the final customer, is this something
Okay.
that you're looking for? So maybe a persona could be helpful to figure out what features would work.
Okay, don't want to go back and forth. So you're asking, putting a fictional character. Okay, I like that perspective. Nice. Nice. Anything more? Okay. All right. Personas came in the 1980s and 1990s timeline. Somebody who introduced VB6. Have you heard of VB6, the Visual Basic 6? There is some software programming was there some time back. Now, this guy who brought this personas, who brought by the time to give different perspectives, as you all rightly said, different viewpoints of a particular product utilization. There are certain products we are not really sure how customer will receive it, how customer will utilize it, or we don't know what are the dimensions somebody will utilize it. So it was pretty challenging to find a real utilization of these products in the market by this time. Now, what happened is this a persona is a character they were able to create, which is called fictional, and they were able to see what if John want to apply for a loan, John at the age of 45. What would be his expectation? And they were able to create some stories. They were able to create some requirements looking from John's perspective, because the agile products mostly goes by uncertainty. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to do. So when I don't know what to do and how to do, I was able to create some imaginary character. Through this character, I was able to define some of the requirements. There are some more details on this. Please read this web page or book later. But coming back here, I will connect when I talk about agile. I'm talking about agile is a lot of uncertainty, but still I'm keeping John as a stakeholder, an imaginary stakeholder. And John is helping me to create some requirements or scope of the product. John can also help me to create some quality. Now, what is happening here is in agile, we try to see from real perspective, that is a stakeholder. We also see from imaginary fictional characters. I'm not saying that everything is going to be imaginary. I will have real, I'll also have imaginary. So when you read a stakeholder management chapter or when you read scope management chapter, you should be aware that I'm having a real human being or organization called stakeholders. I may even have a fictional character called John who is not there, but I'm imagining from John's perspective. I'll see different dimensions. It's called empathizing. What John will feel, what John will hear, what John will like, and I can see from his perspective, so I may get a different dimension of requirements. So you may be tested in the examination to see that, are you understanding how important it is in some products or projects, you may not have the real people, but still you have to collect those details to reduce something called gulf of evaluation. There is something called gulf of evaluation. Yeah. Let me not beat everything right now, but just want to tell you that today I want to touch on topic on Agile. Agile is a very interesting topic, very lightweight topic, at the same time, very easy to miss the topic. The reason is, if I don't understand the meaning of each paragraph or each line, I may lose the context. So please go to websites and read. I would have said some websites like an Agile forum available. Read some arguments, read some discussions about Agile. Then you get more information. Yeah. Good job so far. Shall we go for a question? Are you ready to answer a question?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Let's do that. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. Let me see where I have my questions. I'm going to bring some questions for you. Mm. Questions. Question solving is a skill, right? Now, before I go for the questions, in the classes, somewhere I would have mentioned, saying that few techniques to follow to solve the question. Any one or two techniques you remember how to solve a question?
Tense.
Reading the tense of the question. How tense of the question will help in exam?
Like whether it has happened or it has already happened or it is present. If it is
Ah,
present, what is the impact?
very good,
So
very good, very good. So tense is going to say that is it something happened, happening, or will happen, isn't it? So based on this, I can take an action. For example, there is an issue, something has happened as an issue. May happen could be a risk. If I read the tense carefully, I may eliminate some of the answers. Fantastic. Good. There are 5 bullet points for key how to read a question, but at least I got one. Good about it. With this, we'll go for the question. Let's hit a question. I believe it's a very simple question, but let's see how your reading abilities here. Let me come to the, I think I shared it, everything to you, which is not good. I'll share the question itself to you again. All right. Read the question carefully. See if you can get to the right answer with the right thought. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm seeing some answers coming up. Let me give a few more seconds, the rest of them answer. Looking for others to answer. Gangadhar, Anand, do you have answers to share?
Shri, I'm not sure if this topic I read somewhere. So I think I need to read the book again.
This topic is not coming to you. You are with the
No,
current batch?
actually, this is something I also wanted to ask if we can have another session. Because I told you that I took the exam many years ago, but couldn't pass that exam.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, there was some incident also happened because I was giving the exam from the home. My exam instructor was came joined me after 40 minutes, so I was little scared like what was happened. So that's
I'll,
already
Rahul,
put
I'll
my
take
moral
I'll
and
talk.
motivation down.
Rahul, take your topic individually. Don't want to put it
Yeah.
here. But Rahul, surprising. Are you part of current classes batch?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right. The last batch when you attended, Rahul?
Yes, I have joined all the classes.
No, I mean, before this batch, when you attended the class?
No, no, not your batch, but
Ajay. This is the first time you're coming.
it was a different
Ajay.
institute.
Okay. No problem, Rahul. I'll
And
help you.
that's why the way of actually training was also different in that. So I just need all the topics are very same. So I was able to remember those topics, but I think this is something different.
Okay. Okay. We will discuss more. Okay. Sorry about what happened to you in the exam, but let's talk that individually. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe after this, we'll talk. Thanks for people who put the answer here. I'm seeing some answers with alphabet D. I could not see answers from most of you in this room. I mean, some of them. I assume that you have not read this topic. So let's go through this now. Jansi, I see your name there. I'm going to pull you. Why you went for D? What made you go for this?
Okay, so theory X states that, or it believes that people are usually lazy, and they need to be monitored at all times. So in the question I seen, it mentioned that the team lacks ambition, and the new manager is just constantly monitoring people. So he already has a fixed perspective that they are not motivated to work, and they're probably not working as per whatever he has in mind. So that matched with theory X.
Okay, so the new manager, John, is exhibiting this character called Theory X. That's what you feel here.
Yes, correct.
Okay, all right. Any other perspective from the team here? Any keywords in the question I should be careful to watch out? What is the key term I have to watch out?
Closely monitor.
Closely monitor what time employees arrive and leave. Oh my God. Is it happening these days also? Sometime, right? Sometime it happens. It happens. They say, okay, by the way, you are a lead project manager for a construction company. Recently, the team went through a major organization change. Something has happened in the team. John, the new manager, seems to closely monitor what time employees arrive and leave. Okay, that's a John's nature of looking at the team. Okay. You over here, when they say you, whom they're pointing, you are a lead project manager. Okay. You over here, her, say that she is concerned that the team lacks ambition. Okay, what type of management style John exhibit here? Now, by looking closely, should we say that John is not trusting the team, or because this team is new, the team is needed this kind of attention? What is your thought there? The team is new here, right? Do they need this attention, this kind of attention? Somebody has to watch them closely. Is it needed?
Probably.
Okay. All right. Some of us may not know what is theory X and theory Y. So Jansi helped me to tell what is theory X. Is anyone here to tell about what is theory Y? What is theory Y?
People are willing to work, means what we can say,
Uh-huh.
self-motivated. No
Motivated
need
people.
them.
Okay. Self-motivated people. No need to push them. So that's
From
the
and
okay. This is no need to monitor. They are motivated people. Can I say like that?
yes.
Correct.
Motivated. Okay. Here you're telling that we have to monitor them. Okay. Theory Z is loyal team employees who work for a long time with the team. What about theory X and Y? X, Y together? I believe it's a
No.
made up. It's
No,
a
it's not there.
it's a made up term, right? Okay, let me put the answer now. So answer goes with the D. So most of you who answered here is right, but let's understand why it is right. There's a person called Douglas McGregor. Gregor defined two models of worker behavior, theory X and theory Y. John exhibits the characteristics of theory X manager who believe that people do not like to work. Here the belief is the people believe, no, this guy don't want to work. Or have a little to no ambition, need to constant supervision, right? A manager X has a authoritarian style. This style, okay, authoritarian, which means you check, you track, you push people of making this teamwork done. Okay, theory X is based on the assumption that employee inherently dislike the work. Who assume it? Assumption of the manager, assumption of the person who lead effort believes it, and they only do it for money and from the fear of reprisal due to non-completion of tasks. Theory X promotes an authoritarian style of management and leads to a hierarchical organization. This is the style we work with a narrow responsibility areas which are closely supervised. Okay, so now opposite to that we have theory Y. In theory Y, rightly we heard, the team is self-motivated. The team is knowledgeable and we can trust the team, they can do the job. Now imagine you recruit a team which is not a potential. Can I be theory Y manager or should I be theory X manager? I recruit 5 to 6 people and I form a team and the team is not potential. Potential says they're not capable of doing things. Should I be theory X or theory Y?
Then comes Ochi's theory.
Ouch's theory, what will happen Ouch's theory?
He believes that there is a combination of both.
Uh-huh.
People people sometimes need to be monitored, guided,
Okay.
direction. They are self-motivated. They have their things like they want to do better.
Mm. Mm.
Sometimes
But
they may
the
or something like that.
theory is that it talks about loyalty, right? People are loyal to the company, they work long term.
Yes.
There is theory is that by Auchi, Japanese person, whereas a theory is that by Maslow is here. Maslow says what he said, intrinsically motivated. They feel they're motivated to achieve something in life, so they are there. Right? Now, thanks for those input, but the question back here is, if I have 4 to 5 people newly joining from the month of April, I mean, they came from month of April, they are not potential enough to do the job. They are delaying, they're making errors, they're making problems. Should I convert myself into theory X? Will it be healthy? Will it be healthy to convert myself as theory X? Push the people.
That's
No.
an interesting question. I feel like saying yes, but I'm not sure whether they'll work or no.
Bit tricky here. There is different management leadership approaches. There is something called directing style. There is something where you direct people to learn something. For benefit of all, probably I'll quickly show that also. First, thanks for all giving this answer. What I'll do is I'll show you some style of leadership. Maybe that could help you. Now, the style of leadership is if this is the case, a new team is coming in and they couldn't perform well. So what to do? So we have to form a leadership style which will actually make them to do the job very well. The style, if you heard about the Tuckman ladder, have you heard about Tuckman ladder?
Yes.
All
Yes.
right. All right. In Tuckman ladder, what are the stages we have in the team?
Performing, norming, performing, agile.
Right. Very good. Right. We have all those stages. Now, look at this one. All right. Look at the screen. In this, can you see something on the left side? There is stage. You can see some numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. in this, there are this is called situational leadership. In this situational leadership, on the beginning stage, do you see something called directing stage? In directing stage, look at the way we are. In the directing stage, what you have here is the team has low competence. This is what we are talking about. Whereas high commitment. What if they don't have high commitment? That's a problem. Then we made a wrong recruitment process. We have to relook ourselves. What kind of, if there is no commitment, how you make them to do the job? It's so tough. So now, see now, as you being a leader or a manager, your responsibility will be directing the people to do something, right? When I say directing, this is a bit different than Theory X. In Theory X, you are there to help them, but at the same time, you are not trusting them. If the trust is not there, you go watch their shoulders, what they're doing. And the people may not like it. At least few years back, okay, they would have accepted. But with the year 2025, I don't think employees like somebody go look at your shoulder, what you do there. They don't like it. So point is, you have to choose a leadership style, and that leadership style talks about directing. Directing will be helpful here if they are new employees or new resources to the project, to the company, or their competence level is not up to the level. We have to give them direction on what to learn, what to do, or how to do. Some level, some time. But over a period of time, they may mature. So there could be something low or some competence again. Then you become a coach, right? And then they come to moderate to high competence. Then you support them what they're doing. Then they become a high competent. Then you delegate the work. Probably we spoke about this in the class. Just reiterating some topic. If some of you never attended this portion, you will listen this in the class later. But the point is, look at the way theory X, theory Y is theory by Gregor saying that if you don't totally trust the people and you keep watching them one by one, which is not healthy, Whereas the same situation can happen when they have a low competence, but looking direction from us. Direction is different. Watching the shoulders is different, isn't it? Direction is I have a trusted them. I give them task. I expect them to do and fail. I'm okay if they fail. Look at the word. I'm okay they fail because I know they are new, they will fail. When they fail, I'm there to give them guidance because I have some information, I can support them. And that behavior is a situation leadership called directing leadership style. When you understand these two, chances are you may not get worried. What if my employees are not competent? I'm fine. It's okay. They can learn. But I will watch out their behavior. I will watch out their commitment. If a commitment is also not there on top of lack of competency, then there is a problem. Then we have chosen a wrong resource. My way of approach is wrong. I have to course correct it. Okay. Looking at the time, and again, question to you. What are the key things you learned today? I said some theory. We saw something about direction, leadership style. What you learned today? Let's see a couple of words from you. What is your learning?
Agile principles.
Agile principles. Okay. What is the interesting principle in Agile today?
Welcome change.
Welcome change. Very good.
Self-organized.
Self-organized. Sustainable development. Do anyone remember that?
Yes.
Sustainable. In the name of Agile, don't excuse the people. Sustainable, right? Also, we learned in Agile, teams are capable of defining, design,
Deliver.
develop,
Testing.
test, deliver. 5 things, right? Define, design, develop, test, deliver. Cross-functional team, capable of doing. Very good. Then we learned a theory, 2 theories. What are they? Theory X,
Right.
theory
Why?
Y.
Right.
Right. This is given by McGregor. It's one of the motivational theory in your books. Many theories are there. One of the theory. In theory X, the manager or a leader person don't trust the team. That's bad, isn't it? Go and watch your shoulder, what you're doing, which is not good. We believe that these guys are not capable of doing or not interested to do. That's a wrong belief. Theory Y is opposite of that. The person believes the team can do it, capable of doing. But the danger zone here is, what if you choose a team which is low incompetent? Will you go and watch them? Or we'll do that. The answer is it's not a healthy thing. So then you have to learn something on situation leadership. In situation leadership, you also learn that what are the four situation leadership? If you remember the slide.
Directing, coaching, supporting, delegating.
Very good, very good. Can I start delegating on the first day?
No, 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 no.
No,
No.
no. But that is what happens in the company. You know that? They form a team, they delegated. Shri, I heard you're a new person. Start doing from tomorrow. Come on, man. Don't do that. So that's not a good style. Many people think that the moment the first day they come, you will pick up. No, you can't do that, right? As a person, you have to learn something. You have to give some time for learning. So a person will be low competent in the beginning, and slowly we have to do the part directing, supporting, coaching, and then come delegation. So delegation cannot happen on the first day, which is dangerous. Now, what is expectation from you is open up a book of PMBOK 7th edition or Rita 11th edition. Go to the leadership topic, you will see all these concepts. In fact, when you go to the books, you will see more than 10 or 12 theories available. Different names will be there. But in exam, PMI is not going to drill you in many areas. Read a couple of them, like a Maslow theory, or read about a McGregor theory, or you can read about a Mecklin theory. So some few, three, four, five theories are the repeated one. In the class, we discussed it. People go to our class recording, it will help you. If your class has not happened, it may happen in the coming days where we talk about leadership part. Yeah, great. And thanks all for joining this Sunday prayers. Hope it gave you some insight on some of the topics. So I'll come back to Rahul here, or anyone else before going to Rahul. Anyone else have a different question towards the examination? Okay. So let's go to Rahul quickly. Rahul, just to listen to your experience, this exam, which year you took the exam, Rahul?
Yeah, it was December 2020.
2020 December. Okay. And it is a home-based exam. Is it correct?
Yes, I gave from the home.
Okay. Because of the COVID season, you did it from home.
Yeah.
Okay. And were you able to attend all 180 questions?
Yes, I was able, and in fact, time was also left,
Okay.
but
Okay.
result was not there, what not as I was expecting, and
Yeah,
also that
I think Rahul, by the time it was 200 questions.
yeah, 200, yes, there.
200 questions, 4 hours. Okay.
Well, actually, what I'm deciding that this time I will give from the center, and actually, center is also walkable distance from my house.
Okay, this is a COVID, post-COVID situation. All
Yeah.
right. All right. All right. And I heard that you did in a different institute and you would have learned something. But now you are reading, which book you're reading now?
Actually, Rita, which you have recommended, actually, I last time I was going through the PPT and the one PDF file which was modified by the instructor. They have provided to us. I did from
Ah,
the PMAC.
okay.
PMAC shield. So, and they have also provided some around 1,000 question of mock test.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I did the mock test and I think practice it properly. But I
Okay.
think I gave the exam because it was told that on the 31st of December, because I gave the exam on 28th of December.
Uh,
And from the 1st of Jan, the course was getting changed. So they were
Changed.
not allowing to have more dates to do from
Mm-hmm.
than like next year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So my the problem which I'm facing is that usually I found in any question two options are all usually found similar
Of course.
out of four. Like usually one option is definitely is not which will be incorrect. My
Okay.
answer usually fluctuating between the two options, and most of them are,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they're correct and sometimes they're not correct.
It's not
So,
only Rahul. Rahul, it's not only you. If I ask in this room, few more people are going to say the same. Yes, yes, same me.
so
So,
sometimes even in the mock test which you have provided to us, sometimes the score is good, sometimes score is not good.
mm.
So what I wanted to know that last time that the instructor was told us that you have to go through all the knowledge areas and the 5 phases.
Mm,
According to that, like there were 10 topics.
mm,
You can read accordingly and do the mock test.
mm.
But I think you have suggested that read this chapter first, then this one. I think that is something different. Like what strategy I should follow before I should start practicing for the mock test. It is something like from the return lucky that I should start from very
Mm.
first chapter, or it is something different I should follow. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Although I can do the same way, like I can go through the all the chapters. I should create some notes because not everything I need to remind.
Mm-hmm.
But I think notes is the best thing that you can do by your own, and
Yep.
then and
Yep.
then you can do the mock test.
All right. Good. Sure, I can help you. What is your job experience or what industry you work, Rahul?
I'm in telecom sector only for the most of the years. I was a part of Orange Business Services for 11 years, France Telecom, and then
Telecom.
British Telecom,
Okay. Okay.
and now I'm in Sita. Sita is like an airport operations.
Okay. All these cases, you are in a digital section or non-digital.
I'm in service delivery actually,
Okay.
like service installation, service implementation, service transition.
Mm.
Like we
So,
have a clients like with
mm,
Orange.
mm.
They take the service from the Orange and we deliver them.
Very good. Very good. Why I'm asking this question is, want to see that how is your management on a day-to-day life? So, are you really involving into agile on every day? Do you have agile flavor in your organization?
We have more like I think water cycle. Oh, sorry, the
Waterfall.
waterfall model only. Because
Mm.
whatever the scope which has been given to us, we do not deviate from that.
Okay. Okay.
Agile, we have adapted some part of agile. Like we
Mm.
have a small team so that we
Mm.
are all informed, but not
Good.
exactly we are following the agile.
Got
Uh,
you. I got you. I got you. Which country you are, Rahul?
I'm in India, Gurgaon.
Gurgaon. Okay, nice. All right. Thanks for all the sharing information. And unfortunate your results doesn't go well in 2020. Now, coming back, answering your questions, how to read. One, what you read in 2020 was a different syllabus.
Different, yeah.
Yeah, it was an exam content outline was different outline. Those days, it was more of observing how much knowledge you have in 5 phases, initiation, planning.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they are much interested on, are you aware of some documentation processes? It's almost a 4.5 years or 5 years now, the whole process has been changed. Okay, so the style, what you learned some time back, by now you should have forgotten or you should forget it. We should not follow that process, it will not help us. So, what to read? In the class, I think you are on the 8th day of the class today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which means from the day one of the class, the last 1.5 months, one thing we are keep telling that read in a conceptual way, understand the subject in the conceptual way. How to understand it? There are some study plan and there was a course list details has been shared. If you have followed that or if you can follow that, that will give you some clarity. First, we give attention to foundation of project management.
Mm-hmm.
Then we give attention to stakeholders, resource, leadership, agile, right? And after that, we start getting into 6 constraints of project management. So point is, in the last 4 years or 5 years, the concept of project management, how PMI is questioning has been changed. Also, we have a pattern in ShriLearning, how people have to prepare for the exam. Because it's all tested and trialed and we have seen different ups and downs and this is a model. So
Mm-hmm.
what we have is a proven model, how it works. So if you are following with us from the day one of the class, by now already you should have a plan with you, how to read. If you couldn't get that, from now on, you can follow the agenda sheet or plan sheet given to you. You can just
Okay.
go by the chapters, what is given there. That is sufficient enough.
Okay.
Also, since you read in 2020, many of the process-related concepts are the same. Nothing has changed there. For example, if I go to quality, still we talk about quality assurance and quality control. Whereas in Agile, we talk about how quality is inbuilt. That will be there. But fishbone diagram, Pareto chart, control chart, I believe you read it already 4 years
Yes,
back.
yes. Yeah.
In, in fact, today what you see theory X and theory Y, this is there in Pimbok book for maybe 8 years or 9 years. So which means these are old concept, nothing new here. But the point is practicing questions is important. So you will read the chapters in the order what we have given here in read the book. That is more than enough. On top of that, would expect you to practice some questions to get a hold of the subject. That is needed. For which practice you are telling that some questions I see very close answer. It's a very normal. For this also in the class we have spoken some of the keys how to read a question. So you have to give little attention to that area. That will help you. But overall answer here is exam preparation is a time consuming process. You have to get used with the subject knowledge and then question answering ability improves gradually.
Actually, I did some mistakes also while I was preparing for exam, that I was just purchasing the online Udemy mock test. Like, this
Mm,
will help you. The same question will come. So I think this was deviating me from the actual what I should be reading, because
okay.
those questions were didn't come. And also, I think some topics were also the instructor didn't provide it in the training. So I think some concepts were, I think, missing in his training also. So I will not blame him, but the thing is that maybe I was going through many things
Too
at the
many
same
things.
time. So I
Possibly.
was just getting confused at which what topic, what book I should follow, and what mock test I should
Mm.
practice.
Yeah, that's a good point you shared. Yeah, sometimes too many cook will spoil the food.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
I would always stick with one book, follow the one pattern, enough to clear the exam. That's what it is. But I'm so
So
sorry that somebody said you that when you take an exam in Udemy, you get the same question. That was a pretty wrong assumption. PMI never do that. They keep shuffling the questions. You don't get the repetition, so you won't get it.
incident also happened actually. The instructor came 40 minutes later. So I was a bit worried, like what was happened to me. And it was in the night on the 28th of December. It was too cold at
It would
home.
have been busy. There was a pretty busy week. I remember that week. Thousands and people are taking PMP exam because the content is changing.
Content was changing.
So everybody is rushing on December 27, 28, 29, 30. Till 31st exam is happening. 1st of January, no exam. They stopped it. 2nd of January, new topic started.
Yeah.
So people are rushing. So maybe you got in the rush. You got in the rush. It's a bad experience. I will tell that let's learn something which is a takeaway. Rest of them just forget it. And I believe you are following what we are doing in the class.
Yeah.
Just follow the
So
rhythm.
I think Rita Mulaki will be
Very
sufficient. Like,
good. Very good. Very good. Just stay in touch with me. Share your preparation, what you're reading. Share me your scores, what you're getting in 40 question or 60 question. In fact, last week I asked to take 40 question. Did you try that?
yeah, yeah. 20.
Coming
I
well?
shared my result 21.
Very good. Very good. Coming well. So that's a start point. Let's roll the ball, keep going. When you're planning your exams,
I think in somewhere in July or August.
July. So you have a couple of months of time. So you have a good time to prepare. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Then keep up the rhythm. Let's catch up in the class today. And
Okay.
good to hear all your information. And we'll be happy to help you.
Yep. Thank you.
Great. All right. That makes us to come to the end of the Sunday prayer. And we'll catch up again next Sunday with more questions. I have some people clearing the exams in the coming days. Let's listen to their success stories also. Good wishes. See you all by next classes or in Sunday. Bye-bye.
Yep. Yep. Bye.